Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Shawn, and in today's video, I'm going to be sublimating this here sippy cup from MakerFlo Crafts. So this customer actually ordered a custom Minky dot blanket from me, and she asked me, is there anything special that we can do? But I didn't want to do anything extra to the blanket itself. I felt it looked beautiful the way that it turned out. So I'm actually including the sippy cup in her order, and I've already printed the image out. So the backstory is that the customer's husband, who has passed on, loved miller ducks, and so she wanted that image, or an image of a miller duck, on a blanket. And I gave her some ideas, and she went with a miller duck flying over a lake. So I got it upside down. Here we go. So here's the blanket, and here's the back of it. So I feel like it turned out really, really pretty. I didn't want to do anything extra on the blanket, so that's why I am including the sippy cup. I feel like once I knew the meaning behind the duck, that memory will be able to keep going for her as well as her grandson. As they get bigger, they'll be able to use the sippy cup, and it also has two different lids. So it can be used as a sippy cup, and then as it gets bigger, it comes with another lid, so you could just switch out the lids. So I feel like, what else does a kid carry around besides, well, a favorite toy, their blanket, and a cup? So I figured I couldn't go wrong with adding a cup in with her order. So this is the other top that comes with it as well. And I love that it automatically comes with this already in the box, which is really nice. And so I'm gonna just stick that back in there. And then this here is the cute little sippy cup. So I thought that was adorable. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this prepped, so then I can get this packaged up and shipped out to my customer. So first I'm gonna prep it, and I am going to use some alcohol here, and just to wipe the tumbler down. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and just take it around to wipe it down, get any residue, oil, whatever off of there. And then I just got to trim my image down next. And there's my garbage can. All right, set that off to the side. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and trim the image down. The image that I'm putting on the tumbler is gonna be the exact same image that is on the blanket. So I'm gonna just trim this down. I'm gonna probably have to trim it down much more at the bottom and some at the top, so it'll fit on here. All right, so that's good at the bottom. So I'm gonna just trim a little bit more off the top, and then we'll be good to go. My press is already warmed up. So my press is at 400 degrees for 60 seconds because this is a sublimation tumbler. And I'm also gonna trim a little bit of the ends off. And let me just double check. Okay, and I'm gonna take a little bit more off on this side. And should be good to go. And I'm gonna just take a little bit more off the top, just a little bit. And just trim that off. Okay, that looks good to me. And I gotta grab my scissors because I gotta get another tape roll dispenser, because these rolls are huge from MakerFlo Crafts, and so they didn't fit my tape dispenser, so I gotta get a larger one. All right, and so I'm gonna turn this upside down, and I just wanna, see and make sure everything is even and lined up. And I am gonna slide it down just a little bit. and try to get it right in the center. And I'm just gripping this really, really tight. And I probably should have cut my tape first, but I'm gonna make it work. And so I'm just putting one piece of tape just right down the center while holding it together. Normally I'll have my tape dispenser and I'm using pulling off pieces at a time, but I'm gonna make it work with what I got. So, and I'm gonna just put that in there, and I am also going to wrap around the top and the bottom. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Just go around, make sure that is really tight. All right, and then just cut that off there. And then I'm gonna just fold the tape on the inside. And then do the same with the bottom. And when you're going around the edges, you do want to make sure that it is, you're pulling that tape really, really tight. Now, the way this image is, there is going to be some white on there. So fortunately, I don't have to worry about any ghosting or anything like that with this image. But if you're sublimating a full tumbler, you just want to make sure that it is wrapped really, really tight to prevent ghosting. All right, and I'm just putting the tape in here, and my press is ready to go. Just making sure everything is good and secure and tight, especially at that seam. And so I'm gonna go ahead and slide her in here, and I'm gonna put the seam facing me and go in there carefully so I don't burn myself. And then it will automatically start counting down. I'm gonna go grab my heat gloves. It's the one thing I did forget, and I'll be right back. So I do have my MakerFlo heat resistant gloves. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my tumbler on the other side. And slide it back in there. And go ahead and let that press, again, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So I will be right back. All right, so we have just a few seconds left. Well, about 10 seconds left. And then I'm gonna go ahead and peel everything off. I do like to peel mine off while it's hot. I feel like the tape comes off easier for me. And so, yeah. So now we are ready. Get that out of there, and I'm going to take one glove off and work with, and being careful not to, of course, scrape or scratch my tumbler. All right, and let me just go ahead and y'all, this MakerFlo tape, this is some good tape. For the fans that I'm making, I actually couldn't use this tape because it is that strong, and it had actually kind of not ripped my material, but it kind of made it fray. So I started using a different tape on my fans, the sublimation clack fans that I make. And I use this tape for tumblers and t-shirts. It holds very, very well. All right, we are getting there. There we go. And I'm just being careful so I don't burn myself. And let me put my glove back on. It's just easier for me to maneuver and peel the tape off when I don't have a glove on. Oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. So, so cute. That turned out adorable. So it matches the blanket, the duck on the blanket. So look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. And so I can't wait. And I have had a little scratch here, but looks like, okay, I thought I scratched it, but I didn't. But look how cute that is. So definitely check out MakerFlo Crafts. Another thing that I like besides the extra lid, it also comes with a tumbler care card. So it's already included. You can also buy these from them separately as well, which I thought was a really good idea for them to include it in with the tumbler. But I'm going to let this cool off so then I get everything packaged so I can get to the post office and get this off to my customer. I've already sent her pictures of the blanket, so I'm going to send her a picture of the tumbler, even though it's a surprise for her grandson, and I'm sure I hope she will love it. But if you do have any questions, drop them below in the comments. And one thing I wanted to let you know, as of April 15th, Epson prices will be increasing. So if you've been considering getting a large format sublimation printer like the F570, or if you just wanted a Epson sublimation printer that you did not have to convert, there is an Epson F170, and that package with MakerFlo Crafts, it does come with your inks, papers, and a ton of blanks, and it's only around $550. So definitely check them out before those prices go up and these printers start costing a lot more. I would say if you've been hesitating or kind of contemplating whether or not you wanted to get a sublimation printer or get a new sublimation printer, I would say now is the time to do it before the 15th, before the prices go up. And they're going to go up, I want to say about 24 or 25%. So it is going to be a nice little increase. So definitely check them out. I will have MakerFlo Crafts linked below in the description box. If you do have any questions, you can definitely reach out to them as well. I will tag them also, their channel below in the description box as well. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's quick tutorial. Otherwise, I will check you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.